Attention wrestling enthusiasts. Get ready for another thrilling video. The Nana Champions event is on the horizon, bringing a wave of excitement to WWE fans. In Saudi Arabia, prepare for a showdown that will leave you breathless. Witness the epic Battle Royale on Raw, where the next contender for Gunther's IC Championship will be determined. But that's not all. Juicy news stories and tantalizing rumors abound. Brace yourselves for John Cena's unfortunate predicament, the unexpected split between WWE and Fox, the electrifying entrance of Seth Rollins into the ring, and the heartbreaking injuries suffered by Liv Morgan on Judgment Day. Hold on tight as a new member joins the fray, promising to shake things up even more. Stay tuned for all the latest updates that will keep you at the edge of your seats. Wow, the harm and hustle was in full swing at the Tribal Council. It seems like there was some wheeling and dealing going on with Imperium, all to make life difficult for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and cost them their match against the Judgment Day. But there was even more happening behind the scenes. Sharp-eyed fans noticed Paul Heyman having conversations backstage with Finn Balor and Damian Priest during a segment that was supposed to promote Becky Lynch. This isn't the first time Heyman has collaborated with the Judgment Day, so it's got fans wondering what his game plan is this time, and what did he offer Imperium and the Judgment Day in exchange for their help. It's all really intriguing, especially because it's likely connected to Roman's agenda on SmackDown. The WWE is really keeping fans guessing by rewarding them for paying attention to these little details on Raw. Gone are the days when only what happens in the spotlight matters. Now fans can look for clues in the background and subtle interactions to piece together the pending storylines. Last night's show has already sparked speculation among fans and pundits. Some think Damian Priest might be teaming up with Paul Heyman soon based on Heyman's backstage hustles and his appearance on the entrance ramp during the Judgment Day match against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. There might have been a meaningful look exchange between Damian Priest and Heyman too. Battle Royales aren't always the best way to determine a number one contender, but the WWE has been creative in finding different methods. So an occasional Battle Royale is still exciting. In this one, fans got to see the post-draft roster in action and witness some interesting clashes, like Alpha Academy versus the Raiders and the epic showdown between everyone and Bronson Reed. It was quite a spectacle. Bronson Reed really reminded everyone of his badassery during last night's Battle Royale. Even though he hasn't captured any championships since joining Raw, he's been dominating matches and showing fans just how powerful he is. It's only a matter of time before he's wearing some gold around his waist. In the meantime, he's perfectly content destroying anyone who dares to stand in his way. Speaking of making statements, JD McDonough, a rising star from NXT, may not have had a mind-blowing performance in the Battle Royale, but he certainly made a statement. After both he and Dolph Ziggler were eliminated, McDonough took the opportunity to lay out Ziggler, sending a strong message to the entire roster. And he didn't stop there. During his backstage interview with Kathy Kelly, he made it clear that he's ready to take on anyone. Mustafa Ali's victory in the Battle Royale was another step in the slow but steady character development the WWE has been doing for him. While it's unlikely that Ali will dethrone Gunther at Night of Champions, his win wasn't a complete shocker. Lately, he's been having some impressive showings and picking up notable wins. Fans who have been rooting for Ali to get a push are hopeful that his power of positivity gimmick can elevate him out of the mid-card zone that he's been stuck in for the past 4 years. It'll be interesting to see how the WWE books him after Night of Champions. Also, the main event tag match between the Judgment Day and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was a true masterpiece. It had a perfect blend of captivating storytelling and thrilling in-ring action. The WWE really hit the mark with this one, and fans were treated to an unforgettable match. Earlier, we talked about how Paul Heyman was up to his usual antics, stirring the pot and devising strategies involving two fierce WWE factions. But that was only part of the equation. The Tag Team Champions match between Damian Priest and Finn Balor was absolutely thrilling, even though the titles weren't at stake. It was definitely a highlight of the night. Now let's talk about the not-so-great aspects. One of them was the match between Natalya and Rhea Ripley. Many fans questioned why the WWE chose to pit Ripley against Natalya. Considering Natalya hasn't been booked as a viable world champion in years, it's understandable that they had Ripley face off against Zelina Vega at Backlash, given the hometown hero angle, even though no one expected Vega to win. However, it's puzzling why they would follow it up with Ripley defending against Natalya instead of giving her a more compelling main event level opponent. Perhaps a better approach would have been to have Natalya serve as a mentor to someone like Brooke and create an underdog story. If the WWE feels it's too soon for Ripley to face a top-tier opponent, they should spend more time booking her title defenses in a way that keeps things exciting. Otherwise, her title reign might start to feel uneventful. Fortunately, there wasn't anything downright ugly about the show. The WWE started off strong and ended on a high note, with good matches and the usual development of storylines. They did a decent job filling in the rest of the show. Plus, they managed to build up Night of Champions by adding some matches and throwing in some surprises like the returns of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So overall, there were definitely some positive moments. What did you guys think of the red brand last night? Share your thoughts in the comments section. So, there's been some buzz around a report suggesting that Fox and WWE have parted ways. But hold on, it might be a bit premature to jump to conclusions. Let's dig into the story that caused all this commotion. Apparently, Fox issued a press release for their upcoming fall schedule, but they didn't mention WWE in it. Last year, WWE was included in the press release, so this absence raised eyebrows. However, Wrestling News updated their story, stating that WWE might not be mentioned because they are being categorized as a sports entity along with the NFL and MLB. It's also worth noting that WWE wasn't present at the NBC Universal Upfronts in New York City, where TV networks meet with the advertisers to showcase their upcoming lineup. There are some interesting things happening in the next few days. WWE is expected to announce a new Saturday show, and there might be an announcement about an extended partnership between All Elite Wrestling and Warner Bros. Discovery. Additionally, there are rumors about Raw and SmackDown potentially moving to new networks. While Fox has already announced WWE on its schedule, reports are coming in that WWE can now negotiate with other networks, cable stations, and streaming services to sell the rights to its weekly TV products. Now, let's talk about some juicy wrestling news. Seth Rollins has landed a role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is exciting. But fans wonder if it will affect his chances of winning WWE's new World Championship at Night of Champions. However, it's unlikely that WWE will change their plans for the title based on Rollins' movie role, unless it's a major conflict. Moving on, John Cena recently shut down critics who claimed he didn't put over younger talent during his heyday. He mentioned how he always worked closely with his opponents to get the most out of every match and passed the proverbial torch to anyone with potential. Cena also discussed the reality that not everyone gets over, regardless of who they work with. In other news, WWE is apparently giving wrestlers more leeway with their promos, allowing them more flexibility to showcase their skills on the mic. This has been noticeable in recent promos from stars like Shinsuke Nakamura and Karrion Kross. Unfortunately, Liv Morgan got injured, and while the specifics of the injury are unknown, Dave Meltzer has reported that Morgan should be back soon. We wish her a fast and full recovery. Finally, there are rumors swirling about the Judgment Day faction adding a new member. A segment involving JD McDonough and a tweet from Boozer Wrestling hinted at the possibility of the popular stable expanding. There's also speculation that Damian Priest might be involved with Paul Heyman based on recent events.